Guys, the Chickens here, back with another Brawl Stars video. In today's video, guys, we're going over the best brawler for each rarity. Now, if you don't know what the rarity is, when you click on a brawler, it tells you at the top of the screen what their rarity is right here. So you see right next to the trophies, it's going to say Trophy Road Reward. We see Barley's a rare right there. So the first 7 brawlers used to be just called common brawlers, but now it just says they're unlocked on the Trophy Road, or it's Shelly, the one that you start with. So for the sake of the video, I'm going to consider these guys still common brawlers, so that's going to include Shelly, Nita, Colt, Bolt, Jesse, Brock, and Dynamite. And then once we get up to... Oh, and Bo as well. And then once we get to Primo, that's when we start getting into the rarity. So to start things off with, the best common brawler, in my opinion, and you guys probably know this too, because it's all I ever see in like 90% of the game modes, and that is going to be Shelly. In my opinion, Shelly is OP at the moment. I feel like her super charges up too quickly. But other than that, she's very well balanced. She's a very good starting brawler, and maybe they want her a little bit stronger for the new players that are coming in right at this time. So, and I mean, she works well with every game mode. She works well in teams. She works well in solo showdown. There's really never a bad... Like, even in Brawl Ball, like, there's never a bad game mode or option or time or team that Shelly doesn't really fit into. That's kind of how the character was, or the brawler was designed. So let's get into the next level. That's going to be rare. So for rare, we have Primo, we have Barley, we have Poco, and then I believe Ricochet is a super rare. Yeah, so out of Primo, Barley, and Poco, I went with Poco for this because just the sheer amount of value you can get out of Poco and his healing abilities in, you know, in Gem Grab and Bounty and other game modes. I feel like Poco is just kind of a step above Primo and Barley in terms of that. Sure, Barley's great at Heist, and he can even work on some Gem Grab maps pretty well. Primo's pretty good at Gem Grab and Solo Showdown. Outside of that, he's got some pretty glaring weaknesses. I just felt like Poco was better as the Gem Carrier, being the best Gem Carrier in the game, and also being the best healer in the game. Puts him just a couple steps above the other rares on this list. Okay, so who do we got next? Next up, we got the super rares. So this is going to be Ricochet, Daryl, and Penny, and then we go over Piper. That's where we start getting into epic. So at Ricochet, Daryl, and Penny, I probably would have gone Daryl before the global update, just because he was so absolutely dominating in Heist, and he's still very good in Heist, but for right now, I think I'm going to go with Penny, even after a mortar nerf. Penny can still really kind of control the field in terms of bounty, in terms of gem grab. You know, the 3v3 modes she really excels at. She's okay in showdowns, not as good as Daryl would be, but I would still definitely put her above Ricochet, and she's kind of right there with Daryl, but I would put her a little bit above him just because she can dominate a few game modes for sure. And Ricochet, I don't know, man. I used to love Ricochet, but he just plays so differently now. Sure, he can do a ton of damage, but it's like he needed that. He kind of needs that range, in my opinion, to really be. He's still a great brawler, but he's just not like amazing like he used to be. All right, so next up, let's get into the epics. So we got for this, we got Piper, we got Pam, we got Frank, and then Mortis gets into the mythics. So out of Piper, Pam, and Frank, I went with Piper just because she's so good at what she does. And I mean, when you're playing Bounty, you're always going to run into Piper just because she's the best for that game mode. So I felt like she just excelled at that more so than Frank and Pam do at anything else. Pam's very good. Pam would probably be the close second, and then I would put Frank down there. But they're all very good brawlers. It's hard to really rank one above the other. But I would put Piper ahead of the pack on this one, guys, just because she can really dominate bounty matches and things like that. Pam's very good in the 3v3 modes with her healing station, and sometimes she is the best option using game modes like Robo Rumble or things like that. So she does have a lot of uses, and she is very good overall. And same with Frank. He can be very dominating in solo showdown and everything like that. So that's how I would rank the mythics, guys. Or sorry, the epics. Now let's get into the mythics. And the mythic is only Mortis and Terra. So hopefully they add some more brawlers to this to this rarity level, because Only having 2 makes it seem kind of silly, but out of Mortis and Terra, I went with Terra. Obviously, Mortis is the Brawl Ball god when you get really good with dribbling and shooting the ball ahead of yourself and then attacking and catch up with it. But I felt like overall Terra's going to excel at a lot more game modes. Terra's actually really strong right now. She can do well in Showdown, she can do well in Gem Grab, she can do well in Bounty, she can do well pretty well. She's kind of like she's almost like a poor man's Shelly, I would say, even though she's at almost the highest rarity level compared to Shelly, who you literally unlock as soon as you open the game. Yeah, and her super, especially when you get her star power and you get the Shadow Terra that comes out of that, can really be a nuisance, and she can really change. She really changed the game just with and her ability to shoot through stuff just makes her even that more lethal. So I would rank Terra above Mortis. Now, next up we have the legendaries, and obviously we're gonna go with Leon right now because Leon is absolutely OP. He still is in most game modes the best option in 3v3. Solo Showdown, I've had my struggles with him recently, but that's more so because people just kind of see a max Leon and they like to team on him. So yeah, so that's my list, guys. So we went with Shelly, Poco, Penny, Piper, Terra, and Leon. Let me know down below in the comments if you guys would change any of those brawlers out or pick anyone else different. Now, since we've been having troubles in Solo Showdown with Leon, what better way to do to spice up the gameplay than to use Leon in Solo Showdown, guys? I know it's been a hot minute since we got into this. Okay, let's see what we got here. Oh, it's still a Feast or Famine map. This is not a good map for Leon. This is kind of why I didn't want to do this. Yeah. See, Shelly's just way too good. That's the problem. Like, what is your plan here? Do it. Open it. 2345. Yeah, she's gonna kill me now. She's got that power up. So we gotta move on. Unfortunately. There's too many Shellys, man. There's too many Shellys. There's too many Shellys, and she gets her super too fast. I can't even fight her. I can't fight her because if she hits me twice, she gets her super. And that's way too soon. Alright, so now we got a Terra. She thinks that, she thinks we did the invisibility thing. Well, either way, we gotta start moving on, guys. We can't stay in this bush forever. We gotta try to catch somebody. I don't want to fight Colt because he has way too much damage up front. If I can just clip him, get the super. Oh, man. Yeah, I don't know. I'd like to say people were teaming on me on that one, but I think we just kind of ran into the poison clouds and got wrecked. But yeah, I found... I don't know. I gotta get off this Feast or Famine map. It's just not a good map for Leon. It's great for Bull. It's great for Primo. It's great for... I was doing some work with Bo too, but I just can't seem to get it with Leon. Okay, there we go. If we get a bit of a better start, maybe we'll be okay. 1 and 2. There we go. I don't want to go into the center just yet. Jeez, man. Get these crows out of here. Man, their poison damage is so annoying. Okay, we got this Leon. Yes. I love when people team with me and then I just stab them directly into the back. Now, usually when I stand here, there's a Shelly right here that has a super. No, this time was a Bull. Thankfully, he didn't have a super, and he just kind of sprayed us. Okay. 6 brawlers left, guys. So, let's just, you know... 4 power-ups really isn't enough to just sit on. But I also don't want to lose any more trophies, so... That's probably the way I should be playing this. Yeah, he was too quick for us there. That's probably the way I should be playing it, though, is if we're struggling, just kind of hide in the bushes, and then, you know, once we get to 5, at least, you know, that's the time to start being aggressive, not when there's 10 or 9 brawlers left. But, guys, that's going to wrap up the video today. Make sure to let me know what you think of the chicken's rarity list down below in the comment section, guys. As always, thanks so much for watching. That's going to wrap up the video today. Make sure to leave a like if you found it interesting, entertaining, or informative, and we'll see you in the next one, guys. Chicken out.